it's Sandy Missouri from Balloon Utopia and Mark It with Balloons, and today I want to show you how to make a really fun flower column. Now this one is actually kind of like a garden column that actually has little flowers kind of stuck to it. And the trick to it is these Linky balloons. We're not using this particular color, but I just figured it would stand out well, and it was the first one I touched, so there you go. Anyway, so a Linky balloon is a balloon that has a little extra tail on it so that you can tie them into the duplets or whatever, and then you have a little tail that you can tie other things to. And that is what makes this column work. So what we're going to do is basically, to start with, we've got our column frame. I'm just using a lamp pole, a lamp base here. And just to remind you, if you're doing balloons outside, this is not good enough. This is not going to be stable enough. So go look for my video on how to make a balloon column frame, and that will show you how to make a really good stable one for outdoors. But for indoors, this is perfect. All right, so what we're going to do is I have here some marble balloons, some agate balloons. And then I have some Linky balloons. You don't have to use the agate balloons. You can use any kind of balloons you want. I just really love the look and the texture of them, so I thought it would be fun to put them into the column. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make our quads, and then we're just going to put it on, and just like we usually do, twist it on and make our column. Okay, and we're just going to continue doing this in a spiral pattern. And normally, I would tie these nozzle to nozzle. They're tied nipple to nipple. It was just a mistake, a misunderstanding for my assistant when he was tying these. So don't look at that and say, oh no, I have to like tie each balloon and then tie them together. You don't. You can just tie them nozzle to nozzle and then have the little tail sticking out, and that will be perfectly fine. All right. So, as always, whenever you're making a spiral, you just want to keep an eye on your pattern and make sure that you're being consistent with it, you know, unless you're trying to get like a zigzag or something. But in this case, I really just want a fast spiral, you know, AB color pattern. All right, and so I'm just going to continue up the pole, and then we'll come back in a second and I'll show you how we're going to tie the flowers on. Okay, so there we go. Now it kind of looks like a weird hairy column with these little nozzles sticking out. But what we're going to do is I've got some flowers here, and real quick, let me just show you how we make this flower. So we're going to make a 6-petal flower, which we do by inflating the balloon all the way. And actually, you see, I inflate it really, really tight. And now I'm going to give it a good burp. Let some air out. Now I want it to be squishy, but still inflate it to the end. Okay, tie it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of squish the air down a little bit, and then I'm going to tie this into a circle. Now I'm going to straighten it out to find the center point. So, you know, kind of, and then I'm going to pinch it on one side, give it a good twist. Now I've got some lips, la 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 la. Okay, now here's where it gets hard. If you want to do it easier, you could just fold it in half and make a 4-petal flower. But I'm going to show you how to make a 6-petal flower. Now, something about the 6-petal flower, very often there's a lot of pressure, and chances are that one of the petals probably will pop. Don't worry about it. You're going to see when I start putting the flowers on, some are 6s, 5s, 4s, because petals pop. And it's okay, because nature's not symmetrical. So, but if you want to make sure that it's probably not going to pop, then 4s is less pressure, but bigger petals. So basically, you just kind of want to gauge about a third, a third, a third. You can kind of like do like this, and then I just kind of like squeeze it and twist it like this, and then I fold it over so it's kind of like a little Z. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my hands together. I'm going to squish it like this and twist it around. And there's my flower. All right, and now all we're going to do is just take that little extra piece right there and just wrap it around so that you have the flower on the edge. All right, so now I'm just going to do this for all of these, and I'm not trying to do any particular color pattern, just random. so there we go, groovy, baby. Yeah, so we got a really cool little blooming flower column here. And that's it. Like, people go gaga over it. They just can't understand how you possibly could have gotten the flowers on. So it really plays great, and it's a lot of fun. You can get a lot of color and texture into it. So there you go, the flower column. I need a better name for it, like something clever and catchy, right? But anyways, if you guys like this, make sure that you go to Amazon, buy my books, subscribe to my channel, click like, tell your friends to subscribe, and most importantly, leave me a comment. Tell me what else you want to learn, because I'm putting out a lot of videos. Every single week I've got videos coming out, 2 a week even. So, you know, I am listening to you guys and taking your comments. Also you could put something on the top if you wanted to, like some flowers shooting out the top or something like that. But anyways, yeah, there you go. And until next time, go forth and balloonify.